Welcome to this week's TDD report for the week ending November 28th. First off, I am going to do a two-part series on the TDD report. This is long overdue. My friend Tenkus asked me to do a tutorial on my version of what I call pseudo high def. This was before I got myself a high def camera, and I noticed my Sony CyberShot camera produces a very clear, very sharp, exceptionally good 640 by 480 VGA picture. So what I did was, using a special software program and doing some cropping, I actually changed the picture to a 16 by 9 resolution, and it turned out to be, at least in my opinion, pretty satisfactory. So first, as the tutorial here, I got the stuff laid out. Let me show you. These are three of the basic cameras I use. This is the Vado high def camera, which obviously you don't need to make into high def. It comes with, this one's 1280 by 720 natively, but you can actually switch the settings and film in 640 by 480. This is the Sony CyberShot, and this is the important camera really, because this is the one that takes the best quality, least compressed pictures. And here is the standard V570 Kodak camera. Now I found this camera here takes decent 640 by 480 pictures, but it's just not enough quality. It is so compressed that by the time I try to make it into a high def type of frame size and ratio, it just does not look, at least to me, it doesn't look clear. This one here is kind of marginal at 640 by 480, but this one here, the reason why is a 1 minute file is 75 megabytes on the Sony CyberShot. That is a lot of information crammed into 1 minute, whereas this one at VGA resolution is around 30 megabytes for a 1 minute file, and this one here is around 16. So you can see that a lot is compressed down on a camera like this. So when you compress, you usually end up losing a lot of information, and that makes the picture quite a bit less quality. So let's get right to the frames themselves. I just drew this out with magic marker on a poster board to show you. This is the basic size right now that YouTube is using, although I guess they're upgrading now, but this is the basic size, 1280 by 720. And this is the ratio for VGA, 640 by 480. Now if you actually notice by the sizes here, this number 1280, if you actually take that and cut it in half, you've got 640, the same as this one right here. And you take the 720 and cut it in half and you have 360. So that's telling you what you want to do with a VGA is take the 640 by 480 and make it into 640 by 360, which actually means on a 4 by 3 frame, you're going to crop a little over 100 pixels off. You could crop some off the bottom and some off the top, or you could actually just, if for some reason you're like a motorcycle vlogger and you have where you're showing a lot of the gauges and the handlebars and you don't want to show that, just take around 120 pixels and just crop off the bottom, and then your ratio will be 640 by 360 instead of 480, and it will actually be widescreen size. Now, if you realize the resolution, comparing it to this one here, you are going to drop resolution, because this one here has 1280 pixels going across and 720 going down, whereas when you cut this back to 640 by 360, it's basically, the resolution is going to be like taking a section out of here like this, like dividing it into fourths, dividing it in half that way and dividing it in half that way. So it actually does cut your resolution down significantly, which means you do have to start with a very, very good quality picture to start with. But just experiment with it and see. Sometimes, depending on your eyes and what you like and what it looks like to you, it may be acceptable. Now I found with the CyberShot, to me, it's more than acceptable. I've watched quite a bit of 16 by 9, even produced by other people, that is 640 by 360 rather than the 1280 by 720, and to me it not only looks acceptable, some of it looks very good. It looks very good quality. So anyway, that's the first part of my tutorial, just giving you the basics to start with. The next part of my tutorial in next week's TDD report will be showing you how to go about actually taking your 640 by 480 VGA picture and doing the cropping and padding necessary and the steps necessary to make it into a pseudo high def 16 by 9 frame, and using that. So for next, I have, a lot of you have helped me out by doing my tag on what's in your box. My buddy with the TDD report, Ben, he was the one that actually started it and gave me the idea. So what I'm going to do right after this is I'm going to include his video on what's in his box. So check this out.
Well, today I'm doing a tag called What's in That Box, and this tag came about through a discussion between myself and Chuck, the Suburban Rider. I'm in the middle of doing some videos at the moment. I've been setting up some shelving out in my garage, and we've been talking about all the clutter that we have in boxes around the house. So, well, it's November 22nd, it's Sunday today, and it's going to be like about 34 degrees Celsius here. That's, I think, around about 93 Fahrenheit. So I'm doing this inside. It's 9:30 in the morning and I've already got the air conditioner on and the fans, so I'm not going to do this outside. It's just going to be way too hot. So let's see what's in that box. Okay, well, here's one of many boxes that I've got around my place. I've got them stuffed in the built-in wardrobes in the spare bedrooms, and I've got them out in the garage. I've got them everywhere. So with this stuff, I'm sorting through it and finding out what I want to keep, what I'm going to put into my garage sale, and after that, anything that doesn't sell, it's going to go to charity, probably St. Vinny's or something like that. So this box is so old that even the lids are falling off it, so it's been around a few years. So let's have a look here. Okay, now there's a power board, 4-plug power board with surge protection. I just bought one of these to put up out in the garage of my workshop bench, and so you have stuff like this, you forget you've got it. So enough said on that one. This is just a little box of games, snakes and ladders, backgammon, there's a checkerboard there, looks like another game there. That's something we bought when we were going away on holidays once, try and keep the boys busy in the back of the car. It didn't work, I can guarantee you that. Now this is a book of sentiment. This is what I'm keeping. This was a book that my father was reading while he was in hospital, and unfortunately he passed away and he never actually finished the book. And somewhere here, the book's been earmarked as to the page that he was up to. So, page 183. He used to like reading war stories, and it's called Raise the Red Dawn. It's by an author called Bart Davis. He was an avid reader, my father, but that's definitely a keeper. That's not going anywhere, that one. Notice down here a little remote control owner's manual. I wonder what that's off. Oh, that's off the air conditioner. I have just sold a small portable air conditioner to a lady friend at work. I just sold it to her last week, no joke, for $250, and I have been looking for the book on the remote control for it, and there it is. That's no joke, I didn't set that up or that was spare nickel, and that was just sitting in the side of the box. I knew I had it somewhere, but because I've got so much junk, it's just so difficult to find stuff. So there you have it, and that's what was in my box. Well, that's what was in one of many of my boxes. I've got a heap to go yet, so I've got a few weekends I think I need to put into this task to get it all out. And like I said, what doesn't sell in the garage sale, it's going to charity. So I've got to tag someone, and I think I'll make it Viper. Viper seems like a fella that'd have a box or two of junk around that he hasn't looked in for a while. So it's over to you, Viper. See yous.
Okay, before I go, a quick update on the Polar Bear Vlogger Challenge. We do have the official logo now. If you get a chance, go to Mike Haley's channel. I will also, at the end of this video, post a picture of the logo. But this is the logo set up for the Cafe Press merchandise. And those 6 winners in the categories will be able to get and request a free, either your choice of a hat, coffee mug, or t-shirt. And for other people that participate, there will be the chance to actually buy the merchandise. I myself, since I'm not going to win in any category, I probably will end up buying a coffee cup myself. So anyway, take care. I will catch you guys next week.